Here are some questions to ask yourself. Does my company have a social procurement policy in place? What do my suppliers do to address social procurement? Can we work together to address social procurement issues? How can I make social procurement a key criterion in my projects? Can I change product specifications to reduce energy usage, packaging and waste? As with all aspects of the procurement process, you will need to engage stakeholders, management and suppliers to get their buy-in. This is where you can really put your communication skills to the test.
Here are the sorts of behaviours you may encounter when the subject of socially responsible procurement is raised. Some will try to avoid all responsibility. Some will begrudgingly adopt a compliance approach as a cost of doing business. Some will embed the social issue into their management process. Some will integrate the issue into their core business strategies, while some will promote broad industry participation in corporate social responsibility. There are other barriers. You might find a lack of business engagement. This might mean a lack of understanding, education, and no obligation. There might be a lack of time and resources, especially people, or there may be too many layers of bureaucracy. But sometimes it's just the lack of creativity, envisioning social procurement activities and the benefits that they can bring to their organisation. In order to see results that contribute directly to the triple bottom line, procurement must align with CSR objectives and reporting requirements.
Communication. Procurement are the experts on cost management and value creation, so you need to show how social procurement objectives can be achieved at acceptable costs and still deliver required outcomes or even better value. Make sure to define value holistically. Include the social. Sometimes you need a burning platform message to get people on board, something along the lines of "this really needs to change" or else we're at risk.
Here's an example of social procurement compliance activity. A coffee company invested large amounts of money in collaborative farmer programs and activities, including one that provided farmer loans at reasonable terms to aid rural development. All of these integrated programs improved farmer livelihood and developed supplier capability, both of which helped to ensure a long-term supply of high-quality coffee, mitigating an important risk within the coffee industry, a significantly good outcome for the company.
Find out which spend categories have had social procurement programs in the past and discover how you can develop demand for social procurement internally by using existing CSR strategy. Ask how smarter recycling processes affect the TCO for the product you are sourcing. See if there are opportunities to work with local suppliers. Undertake market profiling and leverage networks that champion local suppliers. Find out what programs you can put in place to develop the local supply market. Ask if you can broaden the selection criteria so that local suppliers can bid for contracts and if it will impact as a social benefit. Document the lessons learned and the good news stories generated for internal and external use. Get feedback from suppliers so the relationship can be improved.
Social procurement delivers real benefit for all parties involved: the organisation, its employees, suppliers, customers, and the community. It is feasible. Think of how you can apply it to current situations, and why not ask your suppliers what they do? Finally, social procurement requires buy-in and support from all parties. It's really no different to any other change you might introduce. Gain their buy-in by educating others on all the benefits.